Welcome back to Release to Results. This is our A Course in Miracles series. Today we're on lesson 153, In My Defenselessness, My Safety Lies. So is there anywhere that you've been looking at the world and, the world changes, right? So money changes, relationships change, this body changes, all kinds of things happening. And there's this the world's changing, stuff is happening. And it's okay, this lesson says. It's okay. You are, in fact, beyond this world. This world is a transitory phenomena. And when we take it so seriously and try and control it and defend ourselves against what's happening or not happening, and try and prepare to be attacked for things to go awry, then it's kind of a miserable experience. Endless suffering, trapped within defenses, within defenses, within defenses. There's not enough walls. I can't put up enough walls for all of the things that I am predicting are going to go wrong. What's going on here? A denial of what I am. Perfectly safe. The Christ strength in me. The Son of God right here. That's you. That's you. And that incredible function and holy purpose you have to deliver that message. Shake these folks. Hey, guys. Did you know God is here? God is in you. The Christ is in you. And so to effectively carry forth this message, as you are being called to do, fulfill your holy function, light the world, bring salvation to every being here. You get to first experience this. Your safety, your perfect safety lies in your defenselessness and your knowing that the strength of Christ and God is in you. So let's do some releasing. Let go of some of this fear, some of this planning to be attacked, some of this sense of vulnerability. And let's also let go of some resistance to the strength that cannot be touched. How secure you really are, and how joyful, how happy it is that all you're here to do is guaranteed happiness through the communion atonement, being at one with what's really going on, which is heaven. The only decision for us to make is that of heaven. Let's do some releasing. In my defenselessness, my safety lies. Oh, well, that's a nice idea. Course in Miracles workbook. But there's these threats. There's these threats to my health, to my family, to my finances, to my relationships. This body seems to be threatened by so many things. So just take anything that is going on in a changing world, transitory phenomena, where you're feeling threatened. And rather than making right or wrong of this, the Course in Miracles says this is nothing, well, just notice there's a feeling there. There's some feeling which is perpetuating endless thoughts. Could you ignore the thoughts and just allow this feeling to come up behind the thoughts of threat? What if it was just a feeling? Could you let that feeling come up? Let it be there. Nothing to change or modify, just bringing it to light. And could you allow that energy to move? And could you release that feeling. The releasing's already happening if you're allowing the feeling to come up and move. It releases on its own. Sometimes there's a spontaneous release with a yes or a no to these closing questions. Either answer is fine. Would you release this feeling of being threatened to rest in the perfect security of God? When could you release and discover in defenselessness your safety lies? In my defenselessness, my safety lies. But there seems to be a threat. As if somehow my relationship is going to be taken away, or my money, something's going to happen with that I don't like, or this body, it's hurting, stuff is happening with it, it's aging. And so, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to protect this transitory phenomena from changes? It's okay. It's okay. We all do it. Nothing to beat yourself up about. Could you simply acknowledge how it feels behind the attempting to defend what is transitory and passing? Could be fear, wanting control, wanting security. Be any number of labels we could put on that feeling. Could you let the thoughts drift by and simply open up the box of that feeling and let it start to air out, unpack? Just let that feeling move. And could it be just a feeling? Not thoughts about the feeling, nothing you have to do with it, modify, change, stuff down, or push away. Could you just continue opening to just a feeling and feel it? Bring it to light. And you're free, you don't have to. Could you let go of it? Even a little, even all of it, or none of it. You're welcome to keep it. Would you let go and rest in the security of eternity, untouched by changing phenomena? When could you let go of defenses and find your safety where it really lies, in truth, what you are? In my defenselessness, my safety lies. But this world seems to give rise to defenses. Everywhere I go, there's threats. And it makes attacking seem reasonable, setting up walls, defenses. It's self-defense. That's okay, right? And this defensiveness is a threat in itself. It's attesting to my weakness, and it sets up a system of defense that doesn't even work. There's not one thing here in the world that is going to be here for long. So could you notice that these seeming threats in the world anything. You can pick anything. And notice how that feels to be setting up a defense that doesn't work, that's vulnerable. Even the walls have holes. And I feel weak. So could you notice that energy and just let it up? Nothing wrong with it. It's not a good feeling or a bad feeling. Could it just be a feeling? Just some energy there? And could you welcome this feeling? It's trying to push that feeling down that keeps it hidden in darkness. Could you welcome it up to light? And allowing that feeling to unpack, unbind, unwind, just feeling it, ignoring the thoughts as best we can. They keep popping up, just ignoring them and feeling this feeling. Could you surrender this feeling? Turn it over to God. Would you surrender this feeling? Turn it over to God, where your safety really lies. When could you surrender the illusion of threat for the perfect security of eternity and truth? It's a pretty good deal, that exchange. You won't find better rates anywhere in any investment. So, in my defenselessness, my safety lies. Wow. What does that mean? That means I am so strong. I've got the Christ, I've got God, I've got all the angels, I've got all of power in existence already taken care of me. This is what I get in exchange for letting go of the illusion of weakness and imagining threats. Again, have you ever discovered a better investment than that? Letting go of fear to have everything. It's free. But can you notice any fighting that? Is there any resistance to your perfect safety already being here? The Christ is your strength. God is your Father. And it's amazing. There can be these feelings that would deny or resist that. And that's okay. It's okay. Could you allow that energy up? Any resistance to your safety being in defenselessness? Could you let whatever comes up, it could be any number of feelings, fear, doubt, unworthiness, anything that's coming up. Could you just let it come up? Ignoring the thoughts, the labels, could you allow that resistance to your safety in Christ, in God? Not to make more of it, to run it out. Could you just allow this resistance to come up? It's okay. And could you release the resistance to this incredible strength that's always there? Would you release the resistance to your safety without any defenses? Your strength is guaranteed. When could you release the resistance to your holiness, Son of God? It's free. In my defenselessness, my safety lies. That's where it is. In the strength that's already here, in the Christ, in God, in my Father, I'm His Son. And my perfect happiness is His will for me. So, where have I been resisting this? Have I been fighting perfect happiness, my holiness, my strength? Yes, a little bit, a lot. It's okay. It's okay. Without stacking guilt on it or shame or whatever might come up. Could you just notice what comes up? That feeling of weakness or fear is the resistance to your perfect safety in God. Could you allow any energy that stirred, any resistance to come up? And go ahead, let it come up. The alternative is to stuff it back down, try and find some place to hide that. Could you just let it come up? Bring it to light. Remember, you're safe. Safe to feel these feelings, safe to bring this darkness to light and watch it dissolve. Could you simply feel, let it move? And could you release the resistance to that incredible power that needs no defense? Would you release the illusion that anything could touch you? Son of God, daughter of God, same thing. When could you release and accept your divine protection, which needs no protection? Accept divine strength, the Christ in you, through you. In my defenselessness, my safety lies. Wow. Well, that means the Christ is with me, the Holy Spirit's with me, all the angels of heaven, the archangels, God. We divide up God into all kinds of names and things. The strength of God is here. I am safe. And yet, am I safe? Come on. Things might happen to this body. Things might happen to my relationships, my finances. Oh, yes, the resistance. It is okay, my daughter, my son. Same thing. Could you just allow that feeling up? Give it to me. Could you let this energy that perpetuates lies come to truth? Could you just let that feeling be there? It's okay. Any resistance. And could you let it run out? Just keep giving it up, turning it over to God. And could you relinquish this resistance? A small price for the power and knowing and being that in that with that. Just could you relinquish the resistance? Give it up. Would you relinquish the resistance? When could you relinquish the illusion of weakness and accept your divine? In my defenselessness, my safety lies. Now, what is why given this strength? What's going on where all the power, all the light, all the holiness is here with me? You have but one function here, the salvation of the world. My brothers, sisters, same thing. Minister of God, of Christ. This power is given you to go forth into the world and help your brothers to see that this is their function too. Be the voice of Christ. Be the love of Christ. And awaken, shine on your brothers that they may reflect and this light be revealed throughout the world. Thank you for answering the call. All are called, few answer. Will you remind those you come to? Just in your mere presence, it needs no words. Just showing them the happiness and safety you have. Words may come out. Just ask your Father today, on the hour, what will you have me do? For thy will is mine, and mine is thine. To whom will I speak? What will I do? No matter what it is, my safety is guaranteed in thee, O Lord. Thank you for answering the call. Thanks for releasing, and have the best day ministering.